The Rise Guys catches weekday mornings from 6 to 10 right here on 95.7 The Game, the Bay Area's only FM sports station.
We welcome you back to the Tokyo Dome, where tonight the A's came into the wrap-up of this two-game series against Seattle a bit frustrated by last night's 3-1 loss in 11 innings, knowing they went 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position. They had Bartolo Colon on the mound. He was the oldest A's starting pitcher since 1999, facing the left-hander Jason Vargas. Colon comes to play. He was very much on his game. He had a 1-2-3 first inning and certainly helped out on a fine play by Jemiah Weeks, robbing Ichiro potentially another infield hit. Then for the A's, they were facing Jason Vargas. Vargas surrendered a one-out single in the first inning to Cliff Pennington, and both starters were very much on a roll. Sean Figgins leading off in the fourth inning. Josh Donaldson making his debut at third base on the major league level, and all the hard work is paying off early.
The 1-1 to the left-hander, hit hard. Backhanded, nice grab by Donaldson. Even with the bag, makes a great play and throws out Figgins for the first out here in the fourth. Donaldson, one of those, put the glove down, and on this turf, he made a very, very good catch. Went down to his knees, got up plenty of time after making the play to throw out the very speedy Figgins. But what a nice play by the A's third baseman.
At that point, it was 10 in a row retired by Colon. He then got Dustin Ackley, one of last night's heroes. Then the native son, Ichiro, was at the plate, and he wasn't happy with something many of the Mariners saw tonight, which was tremendous movement from the A's right-hander Bartolo Colon.
Colon, a strike-throwing machine, and he is showing it again tonight. Working quickly, throwing strikes. And usually when that is the case, hitters do not wait around. They swing, as Ichiro has done. Dustin Ackley did in his at-bat. Ichiro, 4 hits last night. The 0-2 pitch. There's a strike three called inside corner, and home plate umpire Jeff Nelson, as Ichiro complained, pointed at the corner where the pitch landed in the catcher's mitt of Kurt Suzuki. So for Bartolo Colon, 3 up, 3 down in this inning. He's been perfect through 4 innings. Bottom of the fourth, no score.
And we go on to the top of the fifth inning, still scoreless. Justin Smoke led off. He was robbed of a base hit by Jemiah Weeks, so Colon was perfect until this point when the DH for the Mariners came to the plate. 0-1 pitch, rolled on the right side to his right, smothered by Weeks, turns, throws to first, and got him. A spectacular effort on the carpet by Jemiah Weeks. Smoke has hit the ball extremely hard twice and is in the Josh Reddick family of nothing but bad luck. He's 0 for 2. In fact, he's 0 for 7 in the series. In fact, that was the play that extended the outs as they went on now to a total of 4 1/3. And then Montero came to the plate, and that's when the perfection came to a close. 2-2, bounce on the right side. That's going to sneak through for a hit. A gaping hole between Kaihue and Weeks with Jamal shading up the middle. And Montero has the game's first hit for Seattle. So the streak ends at 13 in a row for Colon. And he'll work out of the stretch for the first time tonight. All Montero did was a reach for that pitch away and pounded on the turf into right field. As it turns out, they would load the bases in that inning. Montero would be at third, Olivo at second after a base hit, and a walk to Michael Saunders loaded him up, but then Brendan Ryan hit into a force play, and that threat was over. Last night, Ichiro with the bat, 4 hits and an RBI. He was the star as the native son came home. He decided to thrill his hometown faithful with a play with his glove with Kurt Suzuki at the plate leading off the bottom of inning number 5. Outfield playing Kurt to pull. He had 2 home runs in the exhibition series. He swings and drives one to right field. Back is Ichiro toward the track, jumping at the wall, and he hauls it in. The flair for the dramatic continues in this opening series for the Mariners right fielder. Maybe didn't have to leave his feet, but heck, he's got 45,000 of his closest friends, so he did not want to disappoint them. And a little jump at the end to make the catch for the first out. We talked with Josh Reddick after the ball game, and after having hard contact last night, having nothing to show for, to continue to early tonight. Finally, a green and gold hit for Josh. We'll hear from him now, and we'll hear from him later. 2-2 pitch ripped down the right field side away from Ichiro. He won't get it. Has to play the carom off the wall. He'll fire towards second. Here comes Reddick. The throw's cut off, and Josh is into second base with a double. His first A's hit, and he jumped on that pitch as well and hit that one hard toward the right field corner.
Well, the impressive thing about this at bat is the fact that fastball inside, he had to bring his hands in. And, folks, when we talk about reacting and pulling the hands in to avoid being jammed, it's exactly what he did. Did a great job, recognized the fastball in, pulled the hands in, opened the hips, and smoked the ball to right field. And even Ichiro and his great acrobatics could not get to it.
The A's could not get the run home, though. Josh Donaldson grounded out to third base, and we stayed scoreless through 5. In fact, that continued through 6 innings, and then leading off the 7th inning against Cologne was the first baseman for the Mariners, Justin Smoak.
Comes a 2-2 from Cologne. The pitch, line drive to left field. Going back is the left fielder, and he will watch as the ball is into the seats. An opposite field home run for Justin Smoak on a 2-2 fastball. And just like that, Smoak gets his first hit of the season. And unfortunately for the Athletics, it's a big one. A home run to left field. He had 15 last year, his first this season. And the Mariners lead here in the top of the 7th by a score of 1-0. Wow.
The next 3 batters would be retired by Cologne. So the A's, who scored only 1 run last night, were being shut out by Vargas, down 1-0 in the 7th inning. A leadoff walk to Coco Crisp. And then Johnny Gomes came to the plate, and Gomes had a fly ball to medium center field that was corralled by Michael Saunders. At that point, Eric Wedge decided to go to the bullpen. The key moment of the ball game as he brought on Sean Kelly in relief of Vargas. The right-hander did get a ground out from Kurt Suzuki, but then Yoenis Cespedes came to the plate, and he stepped into A's history here in Tokyo.
But as time goes, he's going to get better and better knowing the pitchers and their pitches. Oh, wow. There's a long shot to left center field. Is it enough? Yes, it is. A 2-run bomb by Yoenis Cespedes to left center field. And that quickly, the young man has his first major league home run. It's a 2-run shot. And the A's take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that, Vinny, is exactly what we were hoping for from young Yoenis Cespedes.
I mean, a lightning bolt.
Oh.
In the words of Ray Fosse, get up, all right. It certainly was impressive, and looking at the replay, it did not appear that even with a loud contact by Cespedes that he actually hit it off with a sweet spot of the bat. That shows the strength and the bat speed and what the future will be like for Cespedes as a member of the Athletics. So their first lead of the night, they're in front now by a score of 2-1. Josh Reddick, and then facing the left-hander George Sherrill. He told us in the postgame, in this situation in Boston, he's probably lifted in a matchup for a right-hand batter. The A's stay with Reddick. He's your everyday player, and he gives early rewards to Bob Melvin and the A's against Sherrill.
A 1-2 to Reddick, a high fly ball deep to right field, and you could forget about it. Ichiro, even with his acrobatics, are not going to catch this one as Josh Reddick gets another hanging breaking ball. And this time the left-hander with the 4-leaf clover, as Vinny said, it works out for him as he hits his first home run as a member of the Athletics. 2 for 3 after an RBI, a double in his last at-bat. A hanging breaking ball into the right field bleachers, and the A's lead by a score of 3-1.
So a blown save by Sean Kelly and some insurance at the expense of George Sherrill. The A's added some more, in fact, against another reliever. Petaluma's Johnny Gomes at the plate, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, leading by 3-1. And Johnny said, let's get some more. 1-1 pitch hit high in the air, deep left center field. Doesn't have enough. Back is Saunders to the track. He's watching, and this one will go. Johnny Gomes, in his A's debut, has clocked one to deep left center field. It's the A's 3rd home run of the night, and they now lead it 4-1. For Johnny, his first home run as a member of the Athletics, it was in his 4th at-bat. He was 0 for 3 at that point as he connected against Delabar. And then the A's went to the 9th inning. In comes Grant Balfour facing 2, 3, and 4. He gets Ackley on a strikeout on a high fastball. Ichiro on a bouncing ball on the right side to the first baseman, Brandon Allen. Then Justin Smoak stood in, and he stood in the way of the A's splitting this opening series in Japan. 4 runs, 7 hits for the A's, 1 run, 3 hits for the Mariners. Trying to get the win for Bartolo Colon. The windup, the 2-1. Swung on, rolled on the right side to his left. Weeks has it, sends it over to first base, and this one is over. The A's capture their first victory of 2012 in comfort behind fashion with the long ball. Cespedes, Reddick, and Gomes go deep, and the A's win it tonight by the final of 4-1. Over 43,000 watched it. The A's and Mariners are even at 1 victory apiece. We'll tell you what lies ahead for both of these clubs when we come back to Tokyo right after this.